Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da. All right, I was having some technical difficulties. It was not uploading some of the stuff that I was trying to save. I kept applying the changes, and it was like, all right, cool, save. And then it wouldn't save it. So that might be a good sign. I just got a notification about my own channel going live. So that makes me think maybe some other people will get it. What's up, Rob's neighbor? Jay Reyes. Hey, it's is how is it? I'm not how does it go? I'm not always there when you call. Wait, how does it go? Not always, but I'm always on time. I don't know how it goes. I'm sorry. What's up, Kaimon? Ronin, slap that like button. Ghostface Assassin. Jorge Tirado. What's up, Wes? Oscar. What's up? Cuss like a sailor. Oh. Let me see. Let me get into the page so I can see the actual emojis that you're posting. It doesn't show me in the StreamYard. Oh, there we go. There we go. Classic memes right there. What's up, Hoser? Melancholy martial arts, Sam. Notification finally working. There we go. We just had a stream like 15 times, and then it's like, all right, I'll tell a few people. It's murder. What's up? What's up, Scott? King Cash. King Cash. Mustafa Ali, Grandmaster, used to doing fight companions. Don't be so stingy. As long as you say it like that. Hey, don't be so stingy. Yeah. It's complicated. It's complicated because look, I had a lifestyle change. Nothing like that. I'm still a dude and everything. But I had a change. I quit my job. I didn't know if I wanted to reveal this before, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I was gone for a couple years. I was slinging whips. I was selling cars. I hated it. It was awful. It was like the worst part of my life ever. It was terrible. It's a terrible industry. It'll suck the life out of you. And now I left. I got out of it. And now I'm into solar, something I never thought that I would get into, but I had a homie that was in it. He used to be in car sales. And I remember when I used to work with him, he was always like super depressed, bummed out, hated his life, stressed, just like nothing good. And then I ran into him a few weeks ago and he's like beaming, he's glowing, he's happy, he lost weight, he's in shape. I was like, dude, what happened to you? You look like, yourself 3.0. You look like when you make your avatar of yourself on TikTok and it looks way better. And you're like, man, I wish I looked like that in real life. But you look like that now. Full hetero. And I was like, what are you doing, bro? And he's like, solar, homie. He was telling me how he was doing and he was just chilling. He was just at home most of the time. And I'm like, bro, say significantly a smaller amount of words. And then he said more words, ironically, because I needed to know about it. I was like, okay, that's just a figure of speech. Let me know more about it. And then I got into that. I'm saying all of this to say that my weekends are like free now, But now that they're free, I'm able to do like more family stuff and I'm going to more games and events and stuff like that. And I think this Saturday, tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the Mexican Fight Companion because I think I'm going to be at a thing. Unless I don't know what time it's at. Let me see. UFC. It starts at 3. Oh, yeah, that's getting into the like. I'm probably going to miss the whole event. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to miss the whole event. So, ironically, like I'm free now and I'm going to start streaming again. I've been streaming, but tomorrow I'm probably not going to be able to stream. So, that's how it goes. It's murder. What's up, Aziz? Hey, Jay Reyes, Grandmaster, went to the Clovis Rodeo yesterday and the headache's still hanging around. Oh, shoot. Hey, you got to be careful out there, homie. Are you from Clovis? You got to be careful out there. Did you hear people out there just acting up, taking lives and whatnot? You got to be safe out there, man. You gotta be safe out there, even in Clovis. Clovis acting like it. They think they're in Fresno or something. Clovis acting up. Clovis like it ain't my first rodeo. Mike Lane, member for 25 months out here flexing on you, representing. What's up, Hash Bandit? Hash Bandicoot? It's good to be here. I'm sorry I burped into the mic. I don't like when people do that. That was an accident. That was an accident. The other day, me and Marilena were watching TV, and I got up to go do something, and a pedo accidentally came out. It was by accident. And she was like, was that an accident? And I was like, what do you mean? I think that was something from outside. Did you hear something or what? And she was like, that was you did a pedo. Did you do it on purpose or was it an accident? And then I was at crossroads in my life. And I was like, is it better if I say that I did it on purpose or there was an accident? And she's like, it was an accident, wasn't it? And I didn't know what to say. And she's like, you got like an old man butt or what? You got old man butt. You're supposed to be able to control your pedos. So I think I'm on my way out, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's shutting down. The show's shutting down. Don't be a weenie. Watch below the beanie. Oh, dang. You from Clovis? Young kids out there trying to act gangster. I'm telling you, bro. Fool's just trying to munch on some chicken nuggets, and next thing you know, oh, you're too nice. You're too nice, Hash Bandit. It's been a while. What's up, Norberto? You have my uncle. One of my uncles has that name, Norberto. I could never pronounce it when it was little. We called him Norbert. It's been a while. Down the Spar Strickland. I mean, I don't know if I'll say Spar. I don't know. I'll just mush them. I'll just say, shut up, fool. I think putting on the gloves and doing all that stuff, you're just playing into his stupidity. Tomorrow, probably not. I was touching on it a little bit ago. Ironically, I have a different line of work now, and I'm gonna be free on the weekends. But because of that, I'm gonna be able to do more family stuff and have like an event thing that I'm doing tomorrow. So ironically, I'm probably not gonna be able to do the Mexican Fight Companion. My apologies. But I'm gonna make as many as I possibly can. Mustafa Ali, just join the YouTube family. I haven't put anything on that tab in a while, but there's a lot of stuff that I put up there on the past. You could go scope out. I don't want to live forever, because I've been lifting in vain. I can't believe you brought that up. Man, I ate some Burger King and a fart bubble have more than a fart. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I gotta do my own laundry because it's messing with the romance and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they know too much, bro. They know too much. If you could choose the next UFC media rights partner, who would it be? Ooh. Oh man. Oh man. I here's what I don't understand, and maybe this is ignorant of me. Here's what I don't understand. Why do they need one? This this company, why do they need one? Just be your own. Just have your own platform where if I want to see UFC, I go to UFC. I type in UFC.com. I want to watch a pay-per-view. What kind of pay-per-view? A UFC pay-per-view. What should I type in then? Oh, type in Hulu. How does that make any sense? If I want to watch a UFC event, I should type in UFC. If I want to watch it on the TV, I'm gonna watch a UFC thing. Where are you gonna go? I don't know. UFC. What channel? It's the UFC channel. They made their own channel. Why? Because it makes sense. Now, I know that is kind of like doesn't apply to everything, because in that line of thinking, it would be like, oh, where did you watch the NBA? On the NBA channel? And I know that doesn't exist. Unless, does it exist? Is it like ESPN, NBA? But still, it's under that umbrella. I'm just saying, why can't they be their own thing? I don't get it. That'll be like if someone was like, oh, I want to have McDonald's, therefore let me go to Burger King, because Burger King is the place where you could get McDonald's from. I don't understand. Just be your own umbrella. That would be my thing. I just make their own company. Yes, I'm gonna try to sell you solar. No, you know what? I'm not gonna sell you solar. I'm gonna help you buy solar, because you guys are getting scammed out there. You know what doesn't make sense to me? People complaining about their electric bill and talking about how PG&E is a monopoly and a scam. First of all, if you don't live in California, zip it. Zip it. Especially if you're not from the Central Valley, you have no idea. We're getting charged 88% more than the national average. You guys don't even know. You fools out there thinking solar is a scam, probably because you pay $12 a month. 88% more than the national average. In the last 10 years, PG&E raised our hikes 92%. In the last 5 years, they raised it 60%. They had 7 rate hikes. 7 since January of 2024. It's only going up. It's not going down. You go with solar, you could lock in your rate. It's not going to hike up on you. It's protection. You're generating your own electricity. It's like growing your own tomatoes. Please don't eat your panels, though. Please. What are your thoughts on the Hawaiian martial art of Kajukembo? I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. Kajukembo looks cool. I spent quite a bit of time with Kempo karate, which is very similar to Kajukembo. It's a guilty pleasure. I love self-defense martial arts. I'm not particularly a fan of the more sport martial arts. Like when you try to go train judo, when you try to train BJJ, when you try to do like, I mean, I know this sounds stupid because that's all people think of it as now. But even like Muay Thai, kickboxing, it's all so like modernized for sport now. People want to put their preschoolers in judo and in Muay Thai and whatever, and it's just like points, rules. Now, if you find like a little hole in the wall, a little old 75-year-old Japanese dude teaching judo, or like a really old Filipino dude or whatever doing like Muay Thai, and it's like the kind that they would do like in the military, like to kill fools, that's bad. Like I like that. But for the most part, I like the self-defense martial arts. Like they're just, it's more realistic. And I know I got the masses against me because of stuff like UFC and all the modernized sport and all that. They don't want to hear about self-defense. They don't want to hear about ripping up a dude's eye and clawing his throat and flicking him in the pee-pee and stuff like that. They don't want to hear about that because they're like, oh, you can never do that to me. I'll put you in a guillotine before. Okay, you're tough, fool. I get it. But it's like self-defense. It's fun. It's so fun. It's different. It's just, I think it's so much better. Oh my gosh. I think it teaches you how to position and move your body in a way, and like muscle memory and stuff that like those sporty kinds just won't do. Are they beneficial? Absolutely. There's fools who do them all the time and they can rock fools. But there's something special about self-defense. It's just so intricate. It's just more like encyclopedia. I think like sport martial arts are more like, it's more like, I can't think of it. I look at self-defense like an encyclopedia of like physical knowledge, and like the sport ones as just like caveman kind of stuff. But it works. It works. I'm not trying to, I know it works. It would be stupid of me to say it doesn't work. I'm biased. I'm super biased. Who's the best NFL player turned MMA fighter of all time, and why is it Bob Sapp? Because he did it at the right time. and he was the right size with the right look and the right personality, the right marketing, and the right mafia in place to exploit him. I've had so many people over the years bring up the Alex Wasabi thing, and frankly, I don't get it. Frankly, I don't get it. I've gotten Alex Wasabi. I've gotten BJ Penn. I've gotten Diego Sanchez and Megan Olivi, which is flattering. Um, LMA, my homie just asked me, is that dude who says cereal gains? Hey, what's up, Trill Tyson? And what's up, Trill Tyson's homie? I forgot about cereal gains. Bro, why are you not uploading? Because I got bills. I got to pay my automobiles, pay my telephone bills so that right now we could chill. You don't think I do, so you keep tripping every day. Believe me, I would love to upload. Believe me. Look, I'm going to open the window right now. Oh, I closed it. I forgot. Look at it. Just so you know. Let's see. Right now, I just opened the document. The 9-page long, well, only 8 of them has content. 8 pages of my next script of the movie of the video that I'm going to shoot and edit and put all the stuff that all the people like that takes me 10 days to make. I have it. I wrote it. I just finished it yesterday. Actually, I went through it and I tweaked it and tried to make it as good as, you know, what I would approve. So I wrote one. I still want to make it, but it's not easy. I don't know what to tell people. Every time someone asks me that, I feel like they got to be like 19 years old or something, or they're a rich doctor that owns multiple practices. Like I don't. No disrespect. I'm just saying in general. I don't think people realize how much time it takes to make the kind of videos that I make, and I burn myself. That's my fault. It's on me. It's my fault because I spoiled you. I raised the bar too high. That's on me. I came too correct. I gave you the highest expectations. I made you expect the most. So anytime I come at you and I'm just doing like a low budget edit, I'm like, I'm hearing you fell off. What happened to you? You got lazy. Man, no. Charlie, you got spoiled. You're welcome. I gave you gold, homie. And now if I come in here and there with some white gold, with some bronze, by the way, white gold looks way better. With some bronze, with some silver, you're tripping. I'm sorry I spoiled you. I feel like Don Corleone. I spoiled my kids, as you can see. I spoiled my children. I want to make videos. I want to make edited videos. Every night when I lay down my beanie, I'm just like, bro, I thought today was going to be the day when I was going to have like 2 hours to sit down and shoot it. And then the next day I was going to start chopping it up. And then the next day I was going to start downloading the clips. And then, no, I've been thinking that for like 3 weeks already. And I'm sorry. But the thing is, there's an A and a B. A, I'm sorry. B, I'm sorry that I spoiled you. I gotta scroll through these faster. It's water with some of that Mio. I squeezed some Mio in it. I wanted to make some green tea matcha lemonade, but there was no lemonade, and I was frustrated because I wanted to stream already. So I just squeezed some Mio in there. Thank you, Mustaba. Thank you. I grew up on Kool-Aid. I got Kool-Aid running through my veins, but this is not Kool-Aid tonight. Um. Oh, thank you, Norbert. Thank you. Hey, does anybody have NBA 2K25? Because I thought it was gonna be the coolest thing for me to scan my face on there, and I was gonna do like career mode and be my own player. And then I got the app, and I kept turning my face, and it was like cool. Saved it, and then every time I went to the Xbox to try to make it go to the game, it was like, oh, it wasn't found. I'm like, what the heck? I did it like 5 times. Does anyone else have that issue? Waffle Bot. GM, will y'all train us noobs at judo at the dojo? Will y'all train us noobs at judo at the dojo? So look, I'm working on something special. I'm gonna use some of them solar earnings so that I could invest in an actual physical brick and mortar dojo. And I'm gonna start doing some lessons out of there. You best believe it. So I'm gonna let you know, Waffle Bot. Start stretching. Yeah, I would love it to not live in Califas as well. Jennifer, I don't blame you. I'm sorry. I don't even know if your name is Jennifer. I assumed. It might just be Jen. I used to know a dude, what the heck? It was something weird. He had a name. What the heck was it? It was like a name that was short, but it was also long, but it was like a name you would never think it would be. It was like, was it Tom? Like Tomothy or something like that. It was something weird. Like it was an elongated name, but you didn't think it would be elongated in that way. It kind of took you by surprise. Um, uh, bro, I'm gonna have to skip ahead a little bit. I'm sorry. If I missed your comment, just say it again because I'm way behind. Um, man, I hate when this happens. I get too stuck on one comment and then it goes by too fast. Um, what's up, Riptide? Luis Angel. I see a big comment from you, so I'm trying to see what you said before. The reason I'm asking, wait up, Luis, what did you ask? Luis. Grandmaster versus Ramsey Dewey. That's the homie. Wait, what did you ask? I wanted to read your comment right now, but I feel like I missed the first part. What'd you say? Would you rather hang out with 10 Stricklands or with 10 Adesanyas? Oh my gosh. Oh, probably 10 Adesanyas because he would just sit in the corner and ignore me. Strickland would just not shut up the whole. Strickland's like I'm trying not to sound negative because I don't like to diss on homeless people. But you know how sometimes like a homeless crazy person like that's actually all strung out or whatever walks by you and they don't shut up and they're kind of aggressive. That's how Strickland is. Me and Adesanya would just be like, I don't like you, you don't like me, just stay in your own corner. Um the reason I'm asking is because this channel is a third of a million subs. I thought that YouTube money will be enough to chill with that money. The problem is you pay CA bills, move to Florida, bro. Oh, so this, I mean, the subscribers mean nothing. They mean nothing. It's all about views. And if you're not consistent enough to be able to come on here and do the quantity over quality game, it's not gonna get you anywhere. And then again, I burn myself. I should probably start a new channel with real low quality stuff. I don't know. I burn myself because of the kind of videos I make. So it's like if I don't come out with that, people don't watch and they get upset and they get offended. Like if I offended them because I gave them free content that didn't live up to their standards. I don't know. It's just yeah, it's not that easy. But yeah, I would like to get out of Califas. David Gator GM. I just rewatched the Mexican Dojo skit, and bro, I forgot how funny it was. The scene with Flaco sitting with his Dungeons and Dragons Dojos and Dragons homies, and you two staring back and forth is cinematic perfection. Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking. Making that video was one of the funnest things I ever did in my life. That was super fun, and it makes me so mad that some people get to do that for a living, day in and day out, and they don't appreciate it, and they whatever. But that was, I really thought that was gonna become something. I was like, this is our ticket, and we're gonna show it to the right person or whatever. And it was a little diamond in the rough. We had to make it better, of course. That was something I threw together real quick, and we just had to do it because the homies came from Texas, and we shot it real quick. I wish we could do more. Darren, good point. GM, last year you claimed Sean Strickland was your favorite fighter. Yeah, Sean Strickland is a punk. Sean Strickland is like currently running the reverse bully beatdown. You know who I want to see Strickland fight? I want to see him fight Mayhem Miller. I want Mayhem Miller to give Sean Strickland a taste of his own medicine. Or you know what? Maybe not Mayhem Miller. I don't know if that will probably backfire. Mayhem Miller needs to do what he does best. He needs to orchestrate for someone else to beat up Sean Strickland. Mayhem Miller needs to team up with Dricus du Plessis. And then as soon as he sees him walking in, he's like, oh, okay, that's right. I'm actually not that dumb. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that guy. Okay, never mind. It's crazy. Like I used to be a Strickland fan for the wrong reasons. I simply admired just how blatantly outspoken he was. Even if what he was saying was stupid, it was like, it's so refreshing to just see somebody not care and not bend the knee and to say what they think. But then you stop and you hear what they're saying, and you become a little bit too much aware of what they're thinking, and you're like, oh, this is a lot of stupid stuff though. And if I was still a Sean Strickland fan, though, my idea would be like, hey, you know what needs to happen? I found a loophole in the universe. Sean Strickland needs to find some kind of way to like egg on his next opponent or get his trainer to help him or something. Sean Strickland needs to find a way to get whoever he's going to fight to provoke him on social media. Because when Sean Strickland accepts social media fights from keyboard warriors, he's undefeated. He wins those fights. So maybe there's a loophole in the universe where if Dricus du Plessis started keyboard warrioring and started taunting and provoking Strickland through Snapchat, and then Strickland's like, I'll fly you out and I'll fight you, then Strickland will win, because now that's his home court. That's the area. That's like the whale dragging the elephant into the ocean. It's like, this is my territory, homie. That's like the gorilla dragging out the octopus and be like, hey, fool, try to breathe now. Do octopus have gills? They can't breathe on land for that long, right? And the gorilla just be like, oh, oh. So if Sean Strickland can find a way to create that exchange via social media, and it's just like a whole different mental approach for him or something like that. It's like he full has performance anxiety when it comes to being like under the lights in the cage. He needs to do it like on his own terms. Um, Strickland versus Pereira. Um, exactly. That's exactly Jane Caulfield. That's exactly what Strickland is doing now. It's the Colby thing. It's pathetic. Strickland is absolutely a company man. And he's trying to act all hard and rough around the edges and act like he's not. That's exactly what he is. And that's right. He still can't do it better than Zelenov. It's wild. If you saw someone like Strickland, and don't lie to yourself. Some of you out there still rock with John Jones. If there was someone like Sean Strickland, if he was inviting YouTubers to his camp all the time and just killing them. Did you see the video? He was elbowing that fool in the back of the head. Even Curtis Chapman was like, "Hey, the black dude, the white black dude. He's like he was like, "Hey, you're for real, fool? You're hitting him and you're elbowing him?" And he's like, "Bro, like I don't know if you guys saw the video. He was standing on the side." And he was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He was elbowing him in the back of the, not just elbowing him, he was elbowing him in the back of the head. He was throwing full force kicks to the dome. But I'm telling you, if Strickland was doing that to YouTubers, and then he was also destroying people in the UFC, because he fights like a punk in the cage. He just jabs. He jab. He read that Gary Vaynerchuk book and he never got to the chapter where they talk about throwing the right hook. He's just throwing little micro. If he fought the way in the UFC that he fights online, people would be like, he's like Mike Tyson. Now he's crazy. He's unhinged. And you know what? We're going to watch because we're sick. That's why people watch stuff like Power Slap, because we're sick. And I know that you like to get on your high horse and like, I don't watch Power Slap. Power Slap's lame, brain damage, and whatever. Well, you probably weren't born, but you were watching UFC in 1993, right? Same thing. They're hitting to the back of the head. They're doing 12-6 elbows. They're hitting to the groin. They're doing. There's nothing off limits. Even you weren't supposed to bite. You weren't supposed to fish hook or eye gouge. They were still doing it. It was kind of like on paper, don't do it. It was kind of like a agreement amongst gentlemen or whatever. But they were still doing all those things in the first handful of UFCs, and you loved it. Now, if Sean Strickland was just beating fools from social media at his camp and then doing the same thing in the UFC, you're not going to hear a complaint from me. I'm going to say that's why that fool is getting tickets. That's why he's drawing attention. He's still an idiot. I still don't like him anymore, but he's making us watch. So don't complain. Don't be a hypocrite. But he's not doing that. He's looking like Mike Tyson in the training camp, and he's fighting like Chase Hooper in the UFC. I saw someone in the comments say on that one YouTuber's video that he was fighting with, they said, "Oh, Sean Strickland, you're really gonna act like that and bully this kid and act crazy and act like he deserved it and that's what he asked for, and why did he do this when you were the one crying when that one dude like almost like hyperextended your arm?" It's hypocritical. John Jones and Strickland would be a bad cop movie. That actually would be entertaining. Imagine John Jones and Sean Strickland hanging out. That would be cool. um, but Strickland, Ordinary Pete, to see how Strickland conducts himself against social media influencers, and then to see how he runs. See, we wouldn't be. Here's what people have to understand. Let's say you're a Strickland fan. Here's what people have to understand. If you're a Strickland fan and you don't like to hear other people talking papas about him, you have to consider this. People are talking papas and criticizing him and having something to say because he doesn't shut up, and he runs his mouth in a way that he does not back it up. Now, he could run and run and run and run his mouth and win the fight. Doesn't matter. He did not equate it to the amount of trash talk that he did. The way that fool talks and the kind of twisted stuff that he says, and then he jabs him to a decision. Nah. That's not how it works. If he's going to talk those kind of papas, he needs to come in there like Tank Abbott. He needs to come in there and rip fools' heads off. Or it doesn't matter. It just looks pathetic. That's why people are critical of him. That's why they give him a hard time, because of the way he hypes himself up and he doesn't live up to it. Sean Strickland winning most of his fights, that's like being like, oh, Steph Curry wins games. Yeah, but he doesn't play basketball. Steph Curry single-handedly ruined basketball. I don't want to watch. You know what? Back in the day, when it was still a special thing, I'd like to sit down during All-Star weekend and watch a three-point shootout. It's enjoyable. You know why? Because it's different. It's a little treat. It's unique. It's something set apart. Now, every game's a three-point shootout. I don't want to see that anymore. It's boring now. So saying, well, at least on Strickland won, that's like, okay, Curry won. Nah, he didn't. He did a three-point shootout. People don't even drive to the lane anymore. If they do, you can't even touch them. You can't even look at them, or you're gonna get a flagrant foul for looking too hard. Flagrant out. What'd I do? I saw you mad dogging him. You're out. You hurt his feelings. We're comparing power slap versus early UFC and MMA. Are you kidding me? Are you acting like that's laughable? How is that not comparable? It's brutality. We got to look at it at its bare bones. It's straight up brutality. It's vicious. It's animalistic. It's barbaric. And we love it. Of course, it's the same. Of course, it's like, do you have to have it look identical side by side to consider it the same? Do they have to both have kicks and chokes and takedowns? Yeah, one of them you only have a slap. It's the root of it. It's wild and barbaric and dangerous and crazy and different and new. That's what UFC was back in those days. At its core, it's the same thing. They called it human cockfighting. They were trying to make it illegal. You couldn't even do it in certain states. It was ironic back then. You couldn't fight a dude to the death like that in one state, and in the same state, you can't marry him either. It's like, make up your mind, fool. We're living in the gray area. It's weird. No extremes. No ends of the spectrum. Stay right here. Stay right here. Don't fight each other and don't get too friendly. Just fist bump each other. No chest bumps. No chest bumps. Why are we even talking about Strickland? He's not fighting soon. What do you think this is? And then he's saying Gary versus Prates is the real fight. Y'all are casuals. Ha ha ha. LOL. You think you're watching the MMA Guru? That fool's an encyclopedia. He's an encyclopedia. That's why I respect his hustle. He knows this guy's going to fight this guy, what he did in the last fight, what he's probably going to do in this one, and what the bets are, what the odds. Cool. But that's not me, fool. I don't care who's fighting next. I'm going to talk about someone that fought in 1995 because maybe that one entertained me more. UFC's gotten just about as soft as the NBA. Um, what's up, Shauna Rain? Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I was watching some old clips of Jordan the other day. And it was like, man, every play, someone looks like they were going to go to the hospital for a concussion. Oh, shoot. Where am I? Oh, dang it. Bilal Muhammad is the biggest UFC star. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. No, I just don't care, fool. Bro, it was cool to call people casuals like 5 years ago. Now people who say casual are casuals. I'm not into it like that, man. I never was from the start. If I watch a fight that entertains me, I'm gonna talk about it till the wheels fall off. But if some other, I mean, kind of sick of talking about Ian Gary. I feel like he finally fell off the hype train anyway. Even I mean, are you one of those dudes that was talking about how it was like a moral victory for him after he lost that last fight? The narrative is crazy. I was excited for the GFL too. Everyone loved Adesanya. Are you kidding me? Strickland has like zero power, yet he dropped Izzy signaling the end times. Adesanya just didn't respect him. Adesanya didn't respect him. Adesanya didn't respect himself. I think he was just not in the right mental place and didn't care to find a way to get there and just didn't respect and appreciate the situation that he was in. I think Strickland wanted the moment more, and it was just better timing and stuff like that. I mean, maybe the power wasn't there, but the timing and the technique and the placement was there. And Adesanya just allowed himself to be positioned pretty incorrectly. This is a martial arts lifestyle channel, not a UFC channel. Yeah, I get tired of it. I get tired of it. Like I respect it. Like when I watch MMA Guru, when I watch the MMA holes and they're just going hard on like all the fantasy football type stats and stuff. I'm like, bro, I mean, it seems like you guys had to go to college to get this kind of like I get bored. I get my ADDs like full. I stopped listening 15 minutes ago. Like I don't know. And I'm saying to myself, like if I try to do research to try to be like what those kind of people do, and I'm watching videos or listening to like different announcers or reporters or articles, I'm like, what? I don't even know what I read. Did Adesanya lick his dog again? Like I'm into that kind of stuff. I'm into that kind of stuff. I want to hear about Adesanya licking his dog. Now, if Adesanya licks Ian Gary, I'm in. I'm in. Um, Tony, I don't want to come at you, Tony. I don't want to come at you because I can't stand Adesanya. I think he's an animal, but I like you, Tony. Um, I'll just say personally, that whole speech that he made about making the world a better place and blah 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 and trying to be inspirational. I mean, of course he's gonna say something like that in that moment. All he's gonna do is make him look good and position himself good with like kids, and anytime someone's in a moment like that where they could give a manipulative, an emotionally manipulative speech like that, and they know it's gonna give them some XP points, like. I mean, you look at every other thing that he does, the way he treats people, the way he talks to people, the way that he acts like an immature little kid. I mean, you got to weigh all that against when, okay, of course, when he wins, it's easy for him to say something like that. It's just like, it doesn't seem authentic. It can't just exist in that vacuum like that. You have to think of everything else he says and does and how he conducts himself and all the stupid stuff he says in interviews and how he's all delusional and just acts like a little person. It's I can't forget about all that just because he says something that was supposed to be inspirational. Um, I'm telling you, that's what's up, Jen Caulfield. UFC is tired and old. Russian fights with one fat dude and three little women are where it's at. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes people come on here and they get all offended and they're like, bro, why aren't you talking about this dude on the prelims who's going to do that at the Contender Series? And I'm like, bro, because I'm not Ariel Hawani. I don't care. Hey, never disrespect, fool. I'm not Ariel Hawani. I'm not Luke Thompson. I don't got anyone in my pocket like that. I don't got to know all that kind of stuff. Like, that's boring to me. I'm going to be talking about Adesanya licking his dog. I'm going to be talking about Adesanya licking Ian Gary. I'm going to be talking about Conor McGregor licking Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, I'm here for the freak show. I'm here for the fat dude and the three little ladies. That's what I'm here for. I thought I was pretty upfront with that since like the last decade. I'm an island boy. Um. Oh my gosh. Okay, Tony, you're playing with me. Tony, don't. You're playing with me now. Tony was referring to when Adesanya beat Pereira and he gave that like motivational speech or whatever, and he says that it was the greatest moment in MMA history. You're playing with me, Tony. Don't say that. The greatest moment in MMA history? Oh my god. You didn't watch Michelle Waterson versus Paige Van Zandt? Adesanya tucks his shirt into his underwear. um AGM, is 8 pieces of bacon and a 6-pack of beer a good dinner? Asking for a friend. No. You should have. I'm not going to judge you, all right? I'm not going to judge you. I have had strips of bacon for dinner. I've had that. I've had strips of bacon for dinner. I've had ice cream for dinner. I had ice cream for dinner a few days ago. I've had Cheerios for dinner. I've had just some watermelon for dinner. I've had some sad dinners. Um, I've had breakfast for dinner. I've had lunch for dinner. I've had dinner for lunch. It's a madhouse. I don't judge you. I like bacon. I like my bacon a little bit raw. I like when it has some parts that are a little bit chewy, like the fat on the ends. I love that. I'm sure I told you guys. I probably told you guys this like 7 years ago when I used to work at Pizza Hut, and I used to eat the bacon from out of the tray. Like they had the pineapples and the jalapenos and the olives and the bacon, and I would just walk by there and take. I know it sounds nasty now, and I am repentant. I was an idiot. I was like a teenager. I shouldn't have been doing that. I shouldn't be touching people's food like that. But I didn't double dip. So I would walk by and I would get a piece of bacon. I would just eat it. And I didn't know it was raw. I thought those things, I would think like it's cooked. It can't be cooking from scratch when they throw it in the oven, right? Like it's gotta be, it wouldn't cook that fast. And then one day, like after weeks, one of the managers was like horrified when she saw me do it. She's like, "Fool, you're gonna die." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "That's raw bacon." And I was like, "You're playing." She's like, "That's raw bacon." And I was like, "I've been doing this since October." And I'm telling you, if you haven't done it, it was so good. Raw bacon, I'll always miss it. It was so good. Um, um, oh, oh heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Vanilla shake. I've been eating that birthday cake ice cream from Baskin Robbins. Um, Ooh. um, oh gosh. Oh jeez. Nate Diaz's fight speech when he first called out McNuggets was pretty iconic for sure. Now that's a speech. Zero. BJ Penn versus Clone. Who wins? The Clone. The Clone is just engineered. They could engineer the Clone to be much more youthful. It's just like it's like brand new, even though it's old. It has like the appearance of being just because everyone knows, oh, BJ Penn's this old, so they look at the Clone and think, well, that's BJ Penn. He's got to be the same, but that fool's like Zero right now. But he's not like baby Zero. He's like adult Zero. He's like Adam and Eve Zero. It's like you can't play with that. That's like Terminator status right there. Um, hey, Solar's a better option. I think solar is more lucrative. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna post this. Thank you for saying that, Harley Zeth. But I think this is even more lucrative. And I know it sounds like I'm joking. I know it sounds like I'm joking, and this is weird. But I'm gonna pin this right here. I'm gonna pin the message up here. And then if I could figure it out, I probably had to do it after the fact. I'm gonna post it as a top comment once I'm able to comment on this video. I think I have to wait till it's live. I'm not sure how this works. Um, I'm not kidding. I'm I'm selling solar right now. I'm saving you guys money. I've never met a single person in my life that likes PG&E. They're scamming you. They're ripping you off. It's a monopoly. They're charging you for stuff that's not even your usage. There's a bunch of extra fees. They're charging you to bring your energy from out of state because we don't even have the power plants and the energy on the grid anymore to support everybody. They're bringing it from Utah. They're bringing it from Nevada. They're bringing stuff from Canada. It's crazy, and they're charging you for it. That's like having breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day from DoorDash, and you're paying more in delivery than for your food, homie. I'm trying to help you. So I just pinned it to the top. If you refer someone to me from California, because I could only sound California right now. If you refer someone to me from California, you don't even have to be from California. But if you know someone from California and they get solar, AKA they save a bunch of money on their bill and they lock their rate in, I'm going to give you $500. I'm just going to send it to you. If you know anybody in California that's going to get solar anyway, and they go ahead and get it with the Grandmaster, upon installation, I'm going to send you $500. Just like that. Done. Donzo. Let me know. There's my email. Hit me up if you know anybody. If they don't know, I don't know if I need it. I don't know if it's gonna help me. I'll hit them up with the usage report. I'll let them know how much it's gonna save them. Donzo, $500. Um, brum, 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 brum. Remember that video you had where you accidentally live streamed yourself watching suggestive Holly Holmes videos? Yes, I remember when I accidentally did that. That was that was so funny, huh? That was like the funniest skit that I did on purpose that I absolutely wanted you to see. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was funny, bro. Yeah. Um there's no food called dinner. I just realized. My pleasure, Ronin. Uh, Ooh, I used to be a raw carnivore. Oh, snap. How does that work? I always actually wonder how that works. Like, even like when how animals do it. Because like I hear so many stories of people doing it and like they get sick, they get E. coli, they die, whatever. And then it's like, well, how do people do that then? How do they just eat raw meat? GM, do you like pineapple on your pizza? Okay, Zero, I'm blocking you. How dare you? It's disgusting. No, it doesn't. What are you gonna put on your pizza next? Strawberries? Blueberries? Why would you put pineapple? Raw meat is how you get parasites. Ooh, ooh. I just finished watching Long Legs on Hulu. I don't know what that is. I have to look it up. Um, what happened? Where you been? And welcome back, the best. What's up, Javier? I was selling cars. I was slinging whips. I had to pay the bills. Um, Little by little, we're coming back. Quantity over quality. We're just trying to chill together. Just trying to hang out a little bit. Um, I'm reading the YouTube chat. I'm just way behind. Oh my gosh, it keeps scrolling on me. Oh, you're in Canada? I didn't know that. I see you so differently now. um, can I refer myself? Absolutely. Absolutely, you could refer yourself. Um, that's what's up, Zero. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know, 3, 4, 5 people. I'll give you $500 a pop, homie. Um, ay, ay, ay. I'm not doing a good job with this chat tonight. I'm not doing a good job with this chat tonight. Um, What the heck? Um, Kyle, yo, what's up, bro? Love the channel. I became a big fan right before you started selling cars. Oh man, I'm sorry, bro. That was like tricky timing. And I thought I wouldn't get to see any more live streams, but I'm glad you're back. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. And I don't know if you ever watched the edited videos as well. Bro, you know what's my favorite kind? If they're I wanna make like a group, like a army of people who, like, when I make a breakdown, they're like, bro, I just want the streams, just do streams. Where's the streams at? That's what I need. Kyle's over here asking for streams. I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I plan on being back a lot more often. Solar has allowed me to change my lifestyle and be more available. What's up, Troy? Hey, so I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't know how I got away with this for like an hour. This is actually a pre-recorded video. I had to record this the other day because I knew I was gonna have some stuff to do and I was gonna be busy. Um, so I saw some suspicion in the chat, and it is a pre-recorded video. So I think tomorrow, no, the next day I'm gonna be able to do a live one. Um, but wait, hold up. Someone just asked if I have Cash App. This is a live video, so let me respond to that. Um, do I have Cash App? I think I got rid of it. Dang it. Can I just re-download it? Because I could use some cash. Are you trying to send me cash? Is that what you're saying? Because I will download a whole app for you, Darren. I will download a whole app for you. GM, don't do breakdowns if you don't like them. Do what you like and let the real ones consume the content. If they want it, everyone will be happy or have it. Don't do okay. I like that. I like that. That's what I so here's the thing. First of all, I appreciate you. Thank you. Um I I like doing the breakdowns. I enjoy doing them so much when it's at a pace that's not gonna kill me. And it frustrates me that I know how much people like them. And then like when I can't do them and provide them, like so many people just want to check out, and it's just a bummer. Um, but yeah, I guess I just need to go harder on what you're saying. Like, I just need to not care about that. I don't know. Like, I don't want to say goodbye to the breakdowns forever because I like doing them. I have to do them at a sustainable pace. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do both. But the streams are fun because you guys are here in the moment. The breakdowns are lonely. Um, hey Darren, that's my Cash App right there. I just downloaded it for you, homie. No pressure. I'm just playing. Um, um, well, I appreciate that, Troy. That's very flattering. I'm glad you're spending some time with me here today. GM, how do I court a woman who only swings left? What do you mean? She's a liberal? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. It's too late in the stream to get into that right now. It's too late in the stream to get into that. Whoo. Is she like a Nixon liberal or like a Joe Biden liberal? That's what you want to ask her. Um, what about your PayPal? Man, you guys are just teasing me now. You guys are just teasing me now. Mexican martial arts. I just downloaded PayPal on the app. Hoser the guy. It's Mexican martial arts. The Cash App has a $sign and the PayPal has a little @ sign. That's it. That's it. That's all I got for you. You could also send me 50-cent coins via you could send a dove my way. Just tie a little pouch to his pata. Yeah, it's ubiquitous, YOLO swag. It's wait, so she's wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm confused, bro. So you're not with her yet. So you got to try to make her like dudes. Bro. 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 I think the only way to do that is just let it play out with like let her spend some time with the girl and then she'll be like she talks too much and then she'll gravitate your way. You just got to play cool and stoic. You probably already talked about this, but what are your thoughts on the new Holloway versus Poirier fight? I don't think the trilogy is very necessary, but it makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't. Poirier's just now. This is a tricky one because Poirier's been checked out for the longest, but even still, Max is just he's too brittle. He's too brittle. There's certain fighters that he could get away with, but he's not gonna pull it off on Poirier anymore. I know Poirier's been checked out. He's like, I don't love this no more. He got his chile and stuff like that, but that's just a matchup that Max is just maybe if it was 5 years ago, but not now. He's too delicate. Max has a good IQ and a good he's got heart, but he's too brittle. Tarinto Ruthless, where's Jessica, founder and grand mistress of MMA? What you talking about? What you talking about? No tengo. No tengo. No existo. No existo, Tarinto. Why are you trying to get me in trouble? What's your GoFundMe? I don't have one. Someone's gonna MySpace me some money. What's your OnlyFans? You know what my OnlyFans is. Don't play. Hey, much love to Miami. All the way from across the nation. Positive manifestation. That's what's up. Though on a more real note, what's up with the Indiegogo? So the Indiegogo, let me give you the short story. I had an Indiegogo. Some of you are familiar, some of you aren't. I had an Indiegogo page where I was raising funds to make a movie, and that that I haven't thought about that since that happened. That Indiegogo campaign where I was raising funds to try to make a movie is kind of what heavily spiraled me into depression, and made me go sell cars and have to live that life for a while. I 100% thought that it was going to turn out differently, and I don't know if this is the right time to talk about it. I think I was a little bit delusional, and I remember being really bitter about it. And I remember even thinking, I bet if it was this channel or that channel or this other channel, they would have come through. And I lost it a little bit. I really thought that was going to turn out differently. So to sum up, I don't even want to say what the goal was. I raised about $6,000. And then when I realized it wasn't going to happen and I was going to have to totally rewrite what I had for a script to be able to make a movie that was anywhere near $6,000, I made a post and I told everyone, like, hey, if you contribute it, I'm just going to give you your money back. I'm going to go through all the emails. I'm just going to figure this out one by one. And then everyone's like, no, don't make the movie. We don't care how long it takes. And we wanted you to have it and I still leave that invitation open. Whoever it is, if you want what you gave, let me know. I have, and don't try to lie either, because it's all in email. So if anybody feels that way, okay, I have no problem with that. That's fair. And B, as far as I'm confirmed, I'm still gonna make it. I just had to do like a whole rewrite and overhaul and change it in a way that it was now doable with the new reality. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, snap. Jose Valenzuela. Jose just sent 25. Oh, shoot. You know, somebody just sent me $25 on PayPal. I appreciate it. Thank you. Everything counts right now. I just made my transition into solar. It's a little funky buffer at time, So I appreciate it. You're covering me in the in between. Thank you so much. Thank you. 25 big ones dropped on the Grandmaster. Thank you. What's up, Righteous Ron? Good to see you, bro. Hmm. Oh, I know. I just didn't want to. I realized I said your name, and I was like, oh snap, maybe he didn't want his name said on there. But I know it was you. Thank you, bro. I just was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. What's your favorite Mexican dish? I don't like Mexican food. But I do appreciate, if it's made right, I do appreciate a good quesadilla. Um, I could get down with some chile relleno. I could get down with that. Um, some buche. Have you had tripas? Oh. What are your thoughts on the Pope's passing? Who should get the title next? Um, the one that should have had it in the first place, Jesus Christ. That's his title. He's undisputed. Um, Billy the Kidder, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I won't get into the whole story right now, but even the solar thing, the some of the stuff I went through and the stuff that was going through my head and the ways I was feeling and the way I kind of just cried out and the things I was asking, although everything bad that I went through over the last couple of years and all the frustrations and stresses and blah blah blah, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. This is funny how this happens. Um, I absolutely believe that. Thank you for saying that. Um, I was trying to send you $1,000 on Cash App, but the app isn't working. My PayPal's working. um, I hate John Jones. Why is Dana letting the UFC die a slow death? He's getting strong armed by the mafia again or something. I don't know. That guy's not making any sense lately. He's being weird. What if the next pope is black? I don't know. The real Santa Claus was black, so I don't know. I wish the movie had worked out. I wanted to be an extra. I have not given up on it. I sent my homie Alejandro. I don't know if you guys have watched All Things Voto yet, by the way. I sent him the first few pages of my new script the other day, and he said he was laughing, and he'll tell me, he'll be brutally honest when he's like, maybe you should do this and that. And I know he's wrong when he says that. But still, the fact that he was like laughing, hey, it's funny. I'm like, all right, good. It's going in the right direction. So just so you know, Kaimon, it's not over. It's not over till Kaimon sings in the background. You're gonna post more on YouTube? Yes. I already have been. I will send you 500,000, but my phone's glitching. I don't know. If I was on the West, I'd be background bato number 3. Barry Bance up, brother. One of the first YouTubers I watched was you when I didn't know the sport at all 3 years ago, and now I watch every event and keep up to date on all the news of the sport. I blame you for this. Hey, that makes me feel good and bad because the sport's boring now. And if you like it and you're excited, maybe you're super into it. Good. Man, I'll try to come full circle, Barry Ben. I'll try to come full circle and start doing those breakdowns and stuff so you could get back into it the way you were before. Or I don't know if you were watching the Mexican Fight Companions. I don't know, but thank you for sharing that. That's crazy. I like the idea of being like the catalyst like that, That's cool. Mike Lang says ATV is based and a great watch. You guys hit the ground running. Thank you, Mike Lang. Appreciate you always. GM, that's actually a huge compliment when people can imagine your writing in your unique voice and laugh, that means you got comedic timing. Wait, what happened? That's actually a huge compliment when people can imagine. Oh, my homie Alejandro. Yeah, cause like, I mean, it's tough if people don't know. Cause sometimes I get a little self conscious about it because I'm writing, clearly for specific kinds of characters, and it's like if someone reads it not knowing what to visualize or what's going on, it's gonna be funky. So I try my best to make everything as like visual and as easy to imagine as possible. So yeah, thank you. I try my best. I try to take my time and have my fun doing it. I will send you 10,000 to hold on to because I'm a Nigerian prince and the government here wants to tax my wealth. And if you hold on to the 10K and then send it back, I will send you much more later. Well, I appreciate you trying. I appreciate you trying. It's just something the Wi-Fi. I think the Wi-Fi in the Congo or something like that is. I think they're still on that net zero on that dial-up. What's your thoughts on churros? I don't like them. I think they're overrated. I've been watching for 5+ years and so happy to tune in these days. Also, how do you feel about food trucks? Thank you, Cody. Thank you. 5+ years. Um, I like them. I like them a lot. I like that. I mean, it might sound a little corny, but I like to support like down to earth people. I like to support people that aren't a big, gigantic franchise conglomerate, blah, blah, blah. It makes me feel good. And I like that the food's fresh and they just seem like real people, happy people. They usually treat you good, have good attitudes. It's just a good atmosphere. And a lot of time you'll find like little diamonds in the rough, something different, something fresh. Um, I do not like seafood. I accidentally ate ceviche um back in my life, and I hate to admit that I did like 99% of it. I liked like the vegetables and the flavoring and the seasoning and stuff. It's just like take the little whatever shrimp or shark or whatever, take it out. But the other stuff I liked, and I hate to admit it. Um Oh, elotes. Oh, till the till the I was gonna say till the wheels fall out, but till the little corn stuck in between my teeth falls out 4 days later. Oh my gosh, I love those. I make them at home too. What's your opinion on tres leches cake? It's an abomination. It's an abomination. I would imagine that Adesanya has leches every year for his birthday. It's nasty. It's nasty. It feels like somebody left the cake out in the rain the night before the party and they forgot to take it in the house from Save Mart. It's nasty. Oh, that's what's up, Jane Caulfield. That's your hustle right there. That's cool. If I'm ever mobbing in Canada, be like, hey, hit me with that discount. um Thank you, Moises. Thank you. I kind of did for a little bit. I thought it was over. I thought um there were times when I would come in this room and I would just see this laying around or something, and I would get like an emotional, like it would just feel like a past life or something. And I hated it. I had to just push it out of my mind and go do something else and not think about it. It was sad. I mean, I love this. It's a huge part of me. And I just felt like I lost a whole big piece of me and a part of my identity the last couple of years or whatever it's been. And I know it's easy for some people to see this and be like gay or whatever. There's every once in a while, like one for every 100 people on here will act like that. But bro, like this has been such a gigantic part of my life and something that I just have poured so much into and had the highest expectations and aspirations for. And then I would just look at it and just be like, what? I would just glance at the piano or whatever, and I'd be like, what did I do? Like, where did I go wrong? What happened? And it's like, oh well, try not to think about it. I gotta go to work. Um, so I'm very blessed and appreciative to be sitting here right now talking at you. It's not lost on me. Barry Ben, I think the first vid I saw was it's like the UFC but better. And got me to find out what the UFC was. I thought all the fighting was scripted before seeing you and WWP. Who's WWP? I like that video a lot. I love talking about the early days of the UFC. I love it. Oh, bro, you never had ceviche with shark? I know people that get down like that. Bro, everyone's tripping. You guys don't have shark ceviche? Wet and cake don't mix. What you know about Lucas with a little bit of lemon dropped in his shake so it become a little Lucas lemon balls? Oh yeah, bro. I like when you could just like kind of like chew on them. Oh, did I tell the story on here before when I was like a teenager? When I was like a teenager and I was like trying to smell, I know it sounds stupid because it's like, who does that? I was trying to smell Lucas and I know it sounds stupid. Like, no, you didn't, bro. You're actually trying to do that. Like, you were a stupid kid. I wasn't, though. I legitimately liked the smell and I was trying to smell it and I sniffed it. I snorted a pretty good amount of Lucas. It went up my nose and I was throwing up like crazy that night. I had those little Lucas balls in my brain. No, I've never I don't know if you're asking just everybody. I've actually never partaken in alcohol in my life. The hardest thing I've had is root beer. Um and I think Coke's a little harder. I think it goes a little harder. Root beer's actually a little smooth, in my opinion. I tried to send money, but I left my bank in another country. I'm gonna sue Cash App because the app won't even open. Everyone here gets $1 billion from the lawsuit. um RSG2, love you, bro. I still watch your videos from time to time. MMA was more simple back then. For real, it seems like we come a long way. Things have changed. Where's Flacco these days? Last I heard, he's detailing cars. He's detailing cars. He's doing his thing out there. He's flashing those whips. Where it's just like, Lucas balls, excuse me. That Lucas was cut with some yeah, someone was stepping on it, man. They messed me up. Look, I'm gonna have to cut it right now. I'm gonna have to cut it. I got people that know that I'm in here streaming right now. I got 2 people that know that I'm in here streaming right now, texting me, and it's disrespectful. And I'm gonna go handle it right now. So thank you for being here. I'm probably gonna have to miss the fights tomorrow because I have an event that I'm gonna be at in the evening. But I'm gonna get back with you as soon as possible. Remember, I'm not playing. If you know anybody, even if it's yourself, that's looking to get solar, send me an email. I got it up there at the chat, and I'm gonna put it in the comment. If you know anybody that's paying too much for electricity, you don't love your parents or what? You don't love your grandparents? They're getting scammed by PG&E. Look at the last charges on the page. You're trying to hide it way in the back. They're charging you for distribution. You're not even using that. If you refer someone, I'll give you $500 upon installation. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. I'm trying to put money in your tia's pocket. I'm trying to help everybody. You guys be safe out there. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the fights tomorrow night. I'm glad that you took some time to spend here with me tonight and chop it up a little bit. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.